All right, everybody. This is Brandon Foster, the owner of Magic Land Vacations, and I have the amazing Cole and Joey from the Gardiner-Screws family with me today. Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. They just got back from their Walt Disney World vacation with their daughter Liv. And so why don't you guys just tell us, what is Walt Disney World? And you went to Universal too. So what is it like right now with all the new COVID measures and everything else?
It was really nice to have the limited amount of people there for sure. I was joking with Brandon earlier saying it'd be nice if it was like this all the time. You never felt unsafe. The ride waits were completely acceptable. It never felt like you were there too long. We actually got to do a couple rides twice, even waiting through, the entire line, maybe 30, 45 minutes. And I think some of them said they were 80 minutes, but then they were really like 40 minutes. I think they overestimated their wait times on the app so that you got in there a lot faster than what I thought was going to happen.
Then all the members were making sure that you had your mask on constantly.
That's good. That's amazing. That's amazing. And did you guys find the experience as magical as you'd hoped it would be?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was. We had a lot. I mean, 3 schedules setbacks, but it was a lot of fun. It definitely still felt like a really great Disney vacation, even though you were dealing with everything going on in the world right now.
And as far as the parades, even though they didn't have like the big parade and everybody gathered around, we got to see a lot more small parades like around the park. That was a cool part too.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you could see the characters more than you would with tons of people standing in front of you.
That's true. That's something that we've talked about too before, is that you get to see the characters, more of them, because there's not as many people around you. So you actually have a better sight line. So why don't you just kind of tell everybody, why did you all decide to use a travel agent to begin with? Why did you decide to use us?
I think somebody recommended them to you, right?
Yeah, and it's the first time we've ever had or even thought about a travel agency to go to Disney, because most of the time you think, oh, you can do it yourself, but then I haven't been there in so long, and I never realized everything that's involved with planning a Disney vacation. That it could be really simple, I guess, if you were just fly by the seat of your pants, but to have somebody know how to book fast passes and dinner reservations, and I didn't even know about dessert parties or what restaurants were in the parks, much less what they were serving. So, I mean, it made it a relaxing vacation that we didn't have to do anything to plan it besides have a couple Zoom meetings with you. And then we got an app that told us if you ever had a question, it answered your question. You never had to stress about, oh my God, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. You just open the app that Brandon sent. And I mean, from the time we landed at the airport, I mean, any question that you had, you were like, oh, where am I supposed to go? It's instantly right there in front of you.
And for you guys who chose to actually start planning with me before COVID, why don't you just kind of share with them how that experience was for you, as being part of our extended Disney family, working with us. What was that like in the middle of COVID with all these crazy changes?
It was so easy. I mean, you made it easy, really. It wasn't a bad experience like you would think it would be, but
kind of like now you're sitting in our living room with us. So it made it ultimately easier than probably normal times, because everything was, you got to sit in your office at home and we're sitting in our living room, and we could plan a vacation, and it didn't really, I mean, I'm sure there are things that if we went the day before it closed and we went the day after, we would notice things were different, but for the most part, you didn't really notice a change other than everything else in the world, Yeah.
Mask everywhere.
Yeah, you get used to that, but it's not. We made it fun. We wore different masks every day. We bought, Lord knows how many masks we own now. But, we'd all wear Stitch one day and Goofy the next day, and it just made it another element to have fun with.
Absolutely. I have the same mask issue now. I have so many, like before it was Magic Bands and Disney pins, and now it's Disney masks. Like now that is the new thing now. So the last question I have for you is, what would you tell any family that was thinking about using our services for their vacation planning experience? What would you tell them?
Do it. Don't hesitate. And I've already told
Totally
lots of
worth
people, yeah,
Yes.
you made it such a nice experience for us that it really, for the value for what we get out of your services, it is absolutely hands down the way to go. There's no question.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I can't wait to plan your next Disney or Universal vacation for you guys. It was such a joy to grant all of your vacation wishes, and I appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts with everybody today.
Yep.
Well, thank you. And thank you for everything you did. It really made it a great trip.
Absolutely. My pleasure.